Ultimate Guitar Gear Review. Ultimate Guitar Gear Review.
Hey everybody, Sean Daniel here with UltimateGuitar.com. It's about to get pretty fuzzy in here because we're pulling a triple shift at the Z.Vex Fuzz Factory.
The Fuzz Factory is a distortion pedal made by Z.Vex using new old stock germanium transistors, which is a modern innovation of the fuzz face pedal popularized by Hendrix in the late 60s and early 70s. It relies on internal feedback loops and component level bias adjustment, which lends itself to sometimes unpredictable and interactive controls. It has a knob control for volume, gate, compression, drive, and stability, but, with the exception of the volume pot, the parameters are more suggestions than definitions. This line of pedal, the Vexter Series, is sub-assembled in Taiwan, but a large portion of the manufacturing process is done in Minnesota.
Now we're actually going to get to hear the pedal. The controls on this are kind of interesting. We're going to talk a little bit about that later. But right now, if you go to Z.Vex's website, they have some presets that you can use. A few of these are the ones we're going to be trying out. This is going to be the first preset, and I'm going to have an actual picture of the pedal showing you how the settings are so you know how to recreate it. Couple things I wanted to mention about the pedal. One of them, it has a 9-volt plug here for a power supply. Now, you don't really necessarily need it because the pedal itself only draws 3 milliamps of powers, which is an incredibly small amount. So the battery in here can last for several years. Really cool feature on it. Another thing that's interesting is it comes with this rag that you kind of strangely wrap around, and these dice. You do something like this, and it's kind of like a little case. So that's pretty cool, right? This next one is on a setting that Z.Vex likes to call Velcro Fuzz. Here it is. Aside from just being a distortion pedal, a lot of people actually use this as a way to create like just ambient noise and sound effects. And one of the reasons that it's used in this way, and it can be a good or bad thing depending on what you're looking for, is because the controls don't really react like a regular distortion pedal would. If you just adjust some of the knobs and don't really know exactly what you're doing, you can kind of get a pretty interesting effect. Like right here. So, you know, sometimes that kind of thing can be desired, and to play around with it, it does take a little bit to get used to, but once you really fully understand the functionality of the pedal, it has a lot of control. The last one we're going to do today is somewhat inappropriately titled Smooth Fuzz. Here it is. I hope you enjoyed your tour of the Fuzz Factory. As always, check out the accompanying article for the pedal scores. Even feel free to troll the comment section if you like. But as always, stay tuned for more gear reviews at UltimateGuitar.com.